Let's see if we can we can have our. I see Mr. Bodie back there. He's all giddy because his team got to the championship game. I know. We talked bad about him last month. So I want to thank everybody for coming. We as you know, we try to get together once a month, recognize all sorts of special accomplishments and special things that go on in the agency, and means a lot to me and a lot to the people that we're going to recognize that you're here to celebrate those things that we do every month. And maybe one of the most important things we do is we start by recognizing our officer and employees of the month who as I like to remind people, are nominated by their peers. And so when you hear what's being written about them, it's by the people who know best because they work with them every day. And so I get to enjoy a few moments before we come down here with our winners, and I enjoy listening to their stories. And so I'm going to introduce you to both of them. So our Employee of the Month for the month of November 2021 is Miss Takiyah Cooper. Will you stand over here, please? Takiyah Cooper, got that right, I've been practicing the name. Y'all doubted me, didn't you? Transitioned from Core Civic about a year ago and has quickly become an essential part of the program's division. Using her knowledge of 10 plus years in corrections, she established our first resource center at the day reporting office, offering clothing and social services and resources to the clients. Within her first year, she also organized a community and job resource fair, assisting clients with employment. One particular day, when the supervisor was out sick, there was no coverage for the class. She stepped up and facilitated all the work. With all the challenges faced with the transition, she never complained and shared with me how appreciative she is to be allowed to continue her career in corrections, helping others. Her positive attitude, knowledge of corrections and programs has been a valuable asset to our agency and is well deserved of this recognition. It was written by Jay Youngs. Congratulations to you. So, we'll give your certificate. We'll get our picture made first. There we go. And there's one of our coins and a nice little thing. This is 8 hours of leave, a day off, a credit card you can use. And there's a tumbler with she wants that picture. And there is a tumbler to go with you as well. So congratulations to you. Thank you very much. I don't know why, but it means a lot to me. And I shared this upstairs, but everybody's been through hell. I'm not supposed to say that on a recording, but they have, right? What all's happened in this country, this community, whatever you want to say about COVID is enough to talk the rest of our life about. And I'm not debating whose was worse. But it's worth stopping and thinking about those people who transition from Core Civic. In the middle of all the hell, everything was thrown up in the air for them. Are they going to have a job? How do you go find a job in the middle of a pandemic when the country was closed? And really thank Jay for writing about Miss Cooper, because she kept a positive attitude through all that. That's enough to talk about. But it's also worth noting that her best friend was buried yesterday, who also transitioned from Core Civic. And I just, I think the fact that she's doing a great job is what we're here to talk about. But it's worth remembering your jobs were all fairly safe, and we were nervous about that. Those of us who worked here, right? Are we going to have it tomorrow? That's a question. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of that, your whole career path is thrown upside down because of some silly decisions made at terrible times. So all about her work, but all of you, there's others. I remember saying this to our staff, that one of these days we're going to recognize some of them as our employees of the month. Because once you got here, you're one of us. And I really thank Jay, I think all of you who helped do that, and all of you who transitioned over here. just time to stop and remember that. It's been a crazy time, but probably no more crazy for the people who were sitting over there one day and then woke up and they told them your jobs are going away. So credit to you and many others for taking on the new role, and we needed you. But we benefit from the work that you do, and just want to remember that as we also suffered a loss yesterday with Lieutenant Johnson. All right, this is a good thing. Don't be all depressed about it. All right, so our Officer of the Month for November 2021 is Sergeant Sean Lloyd. Would you step over here? In September, staff was conducting a med pass in the downtown detention center in 3C. Doors to the upper tier were open for inmates to step out and receive medication. However, one of the inmates had a different plan. This inmate sneakily exited the cell with a sheet tied around his neck and began to tie the other end around the railing. The inmate then slid through the railing and let himself hang and almost immediately went unconscious. Staff responded by calling a code green and asking for the rescue knife as they rushed to the inmate. Staff then held the inmate up to relieve some of his body weight from his neck. Sergeant Sean Lloyd quickly arrived in 3C and slid a chair under the inmate and stood on the chair, helping lift the inmate's weight while awaiting the rescue knife. Remaining staff was unable to cut down the inmate and send him to the hospital for further evaluation. Due to Sergeant Lloyd's swift decision-making in this event, the inmate lived to see another day. This inmate truly owes his life to all the staff involved, especially Sergeant Lloyd, for all the work they did. I believe Sergeant Lloyd is an outstanding choice for Officer of the Month. What else to say about that? Wow. Great job. Congratulations. Great job. Oh, hang on. He'll get on to me. Come here. We're supposed to look at the camera. Sorry. All right, hang on 1 second. We got some more goodies. There's a ribbon for your uniform. There's your credit card for 8 hours of leave off that you deserve. And there's a tumbler full of goodies. I want to thank you very much, Sergeant Lloyd. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, so if you don't know the other story, Sergeant Lloyd didn't come here yesterday. He's been here a long time. And sitting here listening to him talk about CJC, and he was here so long that I wasn't even the sheriff. That's a long time ago. And all the changes and the people that he's worked with over the years, and we've been talking about recruiting and needing new officers, and the role that he plays every day and others in our buildings, and makes you feel good to hear someone who's lived through all the changes and can brag about the way it used to be. I thought we were the only ones doing that, but having been a sergeant for a long time on other shifts and working and leading people, it's what we need, and I appreciate your work and all your, he's got a window. He gets to walk out of here in a few years with a full pension and those things that we also talk about. So very proud of him. Thank you for your work. Congratulations. Let me see, Officer Patrick, can you step up here with me? Also like to recognize special achievements in addition to Officer Employees of the Month, so I want to do that. It says, Officer Patrick, I'm writing to congratulate you on becoming the latest Nashville-Davis County Sheriff's Office employee to earn the title of Certified Jail Officer by the American Jail Association. By passing this exam, you're now nationally recognized as an expert in the field of corrections and one who's committed to our mission of being a leader in the field of corrections. Additionally, I could not be more proud of you for taking the initiative to pursue the next level of professional development. DCSO is seen across this country as a model agency, and it is employees such as yourself that make that possible. Leading this organization is made much easier with officers who care about their job and strive to continue to improve. It is my hope that you'll continue to grow as an officer and influence those around you to be the best they can be. I appreciate your years of service. I want you to spend your career here at the DCSO. I want to congratulate you again. Let me give you, here's your certificate, and we'll do our picture first. Oh, see, Reggie's kind of bossy like that. All right, we'll give you this, and we'll give you you got your CJO and your ribbon for your uniform. Congratulate you on your work. Job well done. We also have his wife here with us, who we've recruited into the world as well. So thank you for being here, for your work that you're doing, and supporting the work that he does for us as well. So we need all we can get We need good people from Core Civic. We need good people who've been here a long time. We need husbands and wives and kids and grandkids and everybody else so we can get to come to work here. You're going to hear this a lot, but recruiting is our focus. Retention has been for a long time a focus. And the point of that is we want to keep good people. Our challenge really isn't keeping good people, it's finding them. The recruitment, and I don't care what you do, go get something to eat or get a haircut or go to the grocery store, they don't have the employees they had 5 years ago. So we're all struggling to do that, and obviously in a tough line of work. So we are aggressively pursuing recruiting tactics, if you want to call it that. They're all legal as far as I know, but we're going to try all sorts of creative ways to recruit people in. Somewhere on this floor, I guess, I'm not sure where they are, we have 34 people across the hallway. Okay, don't let any of them leave. Lock the door. But 34 is a good number. We're going to continue to try to move in that direction 3 or 4 times a year and keeping this place staffed. So we're going to work hard to get the right people. Sergeant Lloyd and I were just talking about, you know, the opportunities are there for anyone who wants to work overtime. That's great. I hope we can continue to do that for those who want to. But it also should be a place to work where you don't have to if you don't want to. That's what we're going to try to get to and make sure that everybody can get what their needs are. We're going to focus on it. We're going to work to do that. One of the ways that we can do that is recognize the men and women who are doing their jobs. Ms. Cooper, Mr. Lloyd are great examples of who we're looking for. But understand, I will never know about it. I need your help. The only other thing I know to talk about is we finished a great last-minute toy store. For those of you who volunteered and helped, Chief Ford and Melinda McDowell, who kind of are on the board for that for us, but it exceeded every number they expected. 7,600 kids had Christmas. The weather was amazing, so other than rain, the temperature was amazing. How about that? But all of you who volunteered, all the work that went into that, it was an overwhelming success, and the agency gets a ton of credit in the community for helping out a lot of folks who wouldn't have had Christmas. So I want you to know that I appreciate you and appreciate the program. It's been very helpful to us. Mike and his whole crew, Tim, helping us get that and daily, of course, getting that building ready and kind of ignoring the disruption has been invaluable to us. So. But it's budget season, that's boring stuff, but it's important, and we'll talk to you as we go. What does that mean and where are we headed? And I'll let you know as Metro process starts and where we are with that. Anything else? Pretty exciting news. I see Sreedy and Christy Bratcher's worked. We did receive notice that we received a grant in the programs world right before we left for the holidays for $1.2 million. We're going to be able to build a program that we weren't able to fund before. And so we can hear some more about that as we go. Really exciting opportunity for us to use some grant funds to do stuff that we weren't able to do before. So that's good news as well. What else we got? Chief Ford? Chief Wilkes is some cold place called Phoenix, I think. Do y'all think he skips this meeting on purpose? Okay. Well, then we'll move it to when he's in town. That's what we'll do. We don't like people to outsmart us like that. Chief Hudson? Chief West? Anybody else? Any? All right, so here's what I'd like to do. Let's go 10 minutes. Let's let our honorees go. There's food and fellowship out there. And then I need the management team and management unit back in here at 9 o'clock.